So I get a lot of comments from people kind of to the effect of, hey, you idiot, hey, you dumb idiot, you're never going to lift the inch dumbbell the way you're doing it. And these are from people who assume that the only training I'm doing is the daily lifts I post, but I actually do a lot, and I'm going to go through that here. I lift 3 days a week, and some of this applies to the inch, and some of it does not. The inch dumbbell isn't my whole life. Chill out. I do each exercise once a week in addition to other weightlifting, which is not pictured here. This is probably the most important one for my inch training. It is a training handle. It's got bolts on it so I can load up plates and tighten them down so they do not spin, and I warm up for that with a Grip Genie rolling grip thing, which is a rolling handle that's about the same thickness as the inch. It's just a lot easier to load plates on. I do axle deadlifts for some more thick bar training. Thumbs feel really cooked after these, so I think that helps, and it fits perfectly in as a warm-up for my deadlifts, so I like that. The deadlifts probably don't contribute that much to my inch training. I think my back and my legs are strong enough at this point, but I like doing them, and I have some deadlift goals, so I've been doing deadlifts on wedges. Then we have the wrist wrench, same diameter as the inch handle. These are really good for thumb and wrist in a way that I think is pretty applicable. Wrist roller I do not enjoy, but my coach tells me it's good, so I do them. Then we got our heavy barbell finger curls. Got some wrist curls on the cable machine using a thick spinning handle. I think it's just good for getting some forearm hypertrophy. Reverse wrist curls, I use the hooks like this because it hurts if I don't. This is a Frankenblob from Nemesis Grips. This helps me work towards the blob goals I'm working on right now, which is just lift heavier blobs. I do some coin lifts because I heard this was a good accessory for the thumb. I do half crimps on the 20 millimeter edge of a tension block. On that same edge, I do finger curls with just my middle ring and pinky fingers. Try to balance them out because my index finger is pretty dominant and I kind of tend to overuse it and strain it. Finish up the tension block work with half crimp on the 10 millimeter edge. I do reverse curls on the Slayer bar to get my brachioradialis swole. I'll do this in both directions to work the pronation and supination muscles in the wrist. And honestly, I hate any band work. Weighted pull-ups probably don't contribute anything to my inch training, but I enjoy them and I'd like to do a one-arm pull-up someday. So, you know. And I also climb 2 or 3 times a week. I tend to go one weightlifting day, then one climbing day, and just kind of rotate like that. Prefer to climb outdoors. Right now I'm a stay-at-home dog dad, so that's not really happening. It's all in my garage or in the gym. And on top of all that, I run 5 to 6 days a week. Though not right now because I sprained my ankle and then got a shin splint in the other leg. And that about covers it. Well, see you later.